For those of us who don't know what Biafra means, please, come close. Bring your desk, bring your chair, your table, your iPad, your notebook. Gather here. Let us explain it in one word, so that when you go out there, you have the strength. Whenever somebody asks you what is the meaning of Biafra, you can be able to defend your fatherland. This message is for all Igbos, all entire Biafrans, all the old eastern region. Please, don't know the meaning? Let us tell you the meaning. Biafra simply means freedom, liberty, fairness, equity, and justice. In fact, let me allow you to hear it from the horse's mouth, which is the supreme leader of indigenous people of Biafra, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. An interview he had with one she journalist by name either Hadiza or whatever, a Fulani woman, where MAZI Nnamdi Kanu put her to her toes. In fact, that interview is one of the things that triggered the Fulanis to vow that they must kill MAZI Nnamdi Kanu at all costs. But when they planned to kill MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the zeal was not there. My brother, you dare not go close to that person. Let me allow you to see that clip, and then we'll come back for more discussion. As you are watching, please kindly drop your opinion at the comment section of this video. Let's go there. Regade.
What does Biafra mean?
It means freedom, liberty, fairness, equity, and justice.
In practical terms, these are very good sounding words, but in practical terms, what does Biafra mean?
Confederation.
So, a weak center,
very weak,
very strong regions.
Absolutely.
Have you had a change of mind, therefore, about getting an independent Biafra? Because that's what I seem to be hearing.
No, I've not changed my mind. No. An independent Biafra means going back to the way we were before the white man came.
Okay, so you're not talking about a federation when you say a confederation. You're not talking about a federation as part of Nigeria. You're talking about total independence.
Absolute independence.
Complete independence. Now, is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else?
Or death. Yes.
Or death?
That's correct.
If push comes to shove,
yes,
will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
So truth. No war? You've ruled out the...
Absolutely, I don't want any war. No, no war. When I say Biafra or death, I'll keep pushing. Either I am alive, I die in the process, I won't stop. Allow me to repeat, if you don't mind. Had sovereign national conference been convened by the powers that be, where every ethnic nation, I said every, I don't care if there are 600, I don't care. Everyone is
all the 500 plus.
Everyone together to say, this is all, others can delegate, I don't know, powers to other people to attend on their behalf. Sit down to say, what type of country do we want? Sit down, discuss, agree. I can begin to perhaps submit to your position.
Is it too late?
It is way too late. They've killed too many people. They've ruined too many lives. They've wasted too many souls. How do we bring those people back?
If the federal government, given the agitation that is going on, becomes convinced that, you know what, these people have a point, it is time to actually address all these issues, and they begin to systematically address some of these issues, would you change your mind?
No, because of the deceptions of the past.
No trust?
No trust. Aburi was there, it was negotiated. Nothing happened. 1968, if I recall. And the confab report, what became of it? How about the 3 R's? Reconciliation, reconstruction, and heaven knows what else. What became of them? Nothing. Calabar Seaport is not working. Can you tell me why it's not working? It's a seaport used by the colonial masters. Why is it not working today? How about Iguacha Seaport? Why is it not being used? Why not worry? Why must we allow only Lagos to function as a viable seaport? In England, where I used to live, you had Liverpool, you had the Sun, which is Portsmouth, Southampton, everywhere. You had harbors and ports. So why must you have only one?
I've heard people say these are very valid arguments, and that these are things that are to do with bad governance. So the average Biafran, to use your phrase, or Igbo man in the Igbo, is facing poverty much in the same way that the average guy in Yobe State is facing poverty. And so these are issues of governance. You don't agree with that?
I agree completely.
Okay. So if that is it, why isn't the agitation about tackling the problem, which is ensuring good governance, perhaps starting from locally? Because part of the allegations against you is that you don't confront your political leaders in the East, and you'd like to blame Abuja for everything.
Because the way I would want to solve a problem is not how a Fulani man would want to solve it.
You really believe this is an ethnic thing, and the approach is different?
No, the approach is different. No, it's not ethnic. It is more to do with value system.
Right.
The way you may want to solve a problem could be markedly different from how I do mine.
What is the geographical makeup of Biafra, as far as you are concerned, this Biafra that you want? So, for example, if we're doing a referendum, where will that referendum take place? Is it only the 5?
No.
It's okay.
It's on, which is River State, Bayelsa, Delta, Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Cross River.
Akwa Ibom?
And Akwa Ibom, of course. Those are the coasters. Basically,
Bayelsa?
Yes. Southeast and South-South without Edo State.
Without Edo State.
That's correct. And then including Igede, Idoma.
Right, the Benues. So that's the correct. Igalas and part of the Kogi State, right? Yeah. Nyesom Wike, the governor of Anambra, the governor of River State, made a statement, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, and said, you should not be including River State.
It's for the people of River State to decide, not him. I can't decide for Biafrans. They have to go and vote and convince the whole world that they want Biafra. It's not for instance, it's only one man, one vote.
What if they're not even willing to take part in the referendum? Because I've had people from the South, for example, from Bayelsa. I've had people from Cross River. I think there's a famous actress, Kate Henshaw, for example, wrote a long piece about why people of the South don't want to be dragged into a place called Biafra. You're saying, regardless of what they say, you want a referendum in those parts?
Because I know the majority of the people want a referendum. I was in Iguacha yesterday.
How do you know?
I was there yesterday. I was in Iguacha yesterday. You call Port Harcourt. I was there yesterday. I should have been there to see what happened.
Now,
they were delighted to see me. I'm sure you know that. It's all over the place. They're very happy to see me. I bet Kate Henshaw wouldn't get such reception. Where should to go to?
She's a big, popular Nollywood actress. I wouldn't necessarily...
I'm telling you, if I go to her village, people will turn out to see me more than turn out to see her.
Yes, you have heard it from the horse's mouth. So that tomorrow, because if I go out there, the most embarrassing moment of my life was a day I met somebody on a train. And the guy asked me, where are you from? I'm talking about as of 2007, 2008. And I answered him, I said, I am from Nigeria. Then, but not now. Do you know what the guy asked me? As if the guy knows that Nigeria don't have meaning. The guy said, please, can you explain to me what is the meaning of Nigeria? My brothers and sisters, also Barao, I'm a Mife Mako. But I have to, as an Igbo boy now, I have to call my time. I say, you don't know Nigeria, you don't know the meaning. He said, no, I want you to explain to me. I told him that Nigeria is a country that is rich in minerals and every other thing. Whatever you need, as long as natural resources is concerned, come to Nigeria, you will have it. My brother, the guy told me, he said that is not the meaning of Nigeria. That Nigeria is being joined together from Niger and Ria. And that Ria is what he want me to explain to him, that he know Niger, he know Niger, he know Niger. But the last word there, IA, what is the meaning? My brother, I dey pray say make that train, I beg make it stop so that I go just remove myself from that quagmire of a question. So now, you have already seen and hear the meaning of Biafra. Every country on this planet Earth, their country name have a meaning. Only Nigeria don't have a meaning. What is the meaning of Nigeria? A Niger company of UK. Simple. Nigeria is just a company of UK where they are getting the mineral resources they need to develop their own nation. Why that place they are getting the mineral resources are being infiltrated with all manner of terrorism, all manner of bandits, and all manner of guns and bullets. I think earlier this year or ending of last year, there was a news that UK army commander was captured in Nigeria smuggling arms, sophisticated arms. Where is him taking those arms to? As I'm talking to you now, do you know from that day that news broke up to today, nobody knows the end of that news again. Whether that man is prosecuted, is gone to prison, or the people who sent him to infiltrate their Niger company with the sophisticated arms, they have taken him back. Nobody hears anything again. But they have the power to go all the way to Kenya, kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, whom they didn't even come out as a blade, and they charge him for terrorism. In other words, that equally explains the meaning of Nigeria. A Niger company being situated in Africa as the giant in corruption, in killings, and in proliferation of arms to the lowest individuals in the society, to be mutilating and be killing people at will without any repercussion. Have you ever ventured to look into the eyes of these boys when each time you found them either on TikTok or YouTube? My brother, look direct into their eyes. There is nothing like human being in all those guys. These guys are high in drugs that made them to perpetrate all those arms, because all those heinous crimes. You cannot tell me that somebody with his wide eyes open can just cock gun and begin to kill people, or use machete and begin to cut off their heads. When you look at their eyes, you find out that anything that has to do with the human being is gone already, because this guy can smoke anything smokeable. They can sniff anything sniffable. They can drink anything drinkable, as long as it is called highness. So when they finish all those things, the next one is we see them on the street or inside the bushes or inside people's houses and begin to kill them without no repercussion, because there's no anything that shows that they are human being again. All their brains have been turned upside down by what they drink or what they eat or what they smoke. That is the meaning of Nigeria. Biafra, and I don't hear the meaning, it means freedom. It means liberty. It means fairness to all parties. And it is also equity and justice to the people that deserves justice. And I'm very sure you will not forget this. Don't forget it in a hurry, in case they are being stumbled upon and somebody asks you, what is the explanation you are going to give that Biafra means? My brother, that is exactly what MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have explained to you. And I will also encourage us to always remember this in all our daily doings. If we can as well practice this, cram it, repeat it, do rehearsal on it, so that at every point in time we keep on singing it like national anthem. We keep on singing it like worship praise. We keep on singing it like early morning devotion. My brother, anywhere you tell anybody, this is the meaning of Biafra. If that person no clap for you, make I know what it cause am. That means that person is an agent or also an enemy of Biafra. Biafra meaning is something that anybody that hears it will always say, yes, this country is a great country. This message has been there for a very long time. I don't care how long it be. I don't care how many years it have been. But I can tell you for free of charge, this is my first time to know the meaning of Biafra. I am not ashamed to say it, my brother. Do not blame me. Even you that would say, because he didn't support Biafra, he don't know Biafra. Even you don't know the meaning. Even you don't know the meaning. So that was why when I started this video this morning, I said, if I no bring this video to my people, make I no waiting concern. I swore that my people must surely know what Biafra means, the meaning of their country, so that you don't go out there and disgrace us. You must be always proud of the brotherhood, where you came from. Whether you are motherhood or sisterhood or auntiehood or elderhood. My brother, as long as you are from that Biafra territory, you must protect the Biafran interests at all costs, at all times. I'm very sure that with the few words of mine, I'm able to convince you, but not to confuse you, that Biafra truly means liberty, fairness, equity, and justice, and above all, love for one another. Or rather, you can as well explain, interpret it, or what would I call it? Differentiate it in the way you may choose to. But that does not take the fact away that this is what Biafra is all about. And as you do that, as you circulate this video, as you teach this to your future generation, because as I saw this, I have already I have already typed it as a message and send it to my children's phones. All of them have phones. I have sent it to all of them. And I instruct them that each day you wake up, look at this. Always practice it the same way you practice what your teacher gave you in school. Lose is the meaning of the country where you came from. Because you are the future of Biafra. That's what I keep telling my kids. I will not be here forever. But it is very, very good I start to lay the foundation for them to follow. Growing up as a child, nobody told me I'm a Biafran. I met my parents until they die at old age. None of them told me I'm a Biafran. Not that they don't know about Biafra, not that they don't know about the agitation. But before the agitation get to this strong, most of them still believe we are in one Nigeria. But we are not. And we can never be. So please, I encourage you as a father, as a mother, as an auntie, you have nephews, you have cousins, you have relatives that are small. Catch them young. Let them know that the future of Biafra lies on them. We will struggle, we will get the Biafra, but people that will enjoy that Biafra is our future, our children who are the future and the faces of Biafra. I'm not saying that we are going to die young. No, we are not going to die young. But don't forget, the enjoyment of a child in a country where he or she has been born is from the childhood, from the day you are being given birth. Everything that got to do with your country will be a kind of enjoyment. But look at us now. We are born in a country where you can never see light. I did not know what is called electricity until one man in our village bought a generator. Maybe then I was a kind of 9, 10 or 11 years old. Before I know there is something they call light. What do I know? Mpanaka, those lantern that have been powered by kerosene. Or Obe Dinambo, that all this our local fire we use ashes from remains from making from palm fruits. Everybody, all Igbos grow up knowing that. That is what I knew until at the age of 11 or 12, thereabout. Before NEPA entered my village, by then my brother, I don't know what they call Megremo. If you know, you know. If you don't know, that language is for legends. Megremo. That is when I know what is called NEPA. You can imagine how old I am if I sabi Megremo, and I didn't sabi Megremo on time. I don't even go old before I sabi Megremo. In those days, So why do I say that they are the future of Biafrans? Because either maybe them or when they are giving birth to their own children, they'll be waking up, seeing electricity, enjoying the fan and also the AC, the aircon. That is what they call somebody enjoying the dividend of his or her own country, or dividend of democracy. Maybe that was why my parents couldn't summon the courage to tell me I'm a Biafran. But now I have the courage to tell my children that they are the future of Biafrans, and they must do everything humanly possible to make sure that that name never disappears from their mouths. May Almighty God continue to bless us. Just like as I said earlier before I forgot, let me complete that statement. Please, teach this to your future children, the future Biafrans, the future generations. Whether they are your children or they are your cousins, so are they your siblings? Are they your nephews? Let them know that the meaning of Biafra is liberty, fairness, equity, and justice. Always remember this, and may the good Lord continue to empower us that we may never, decamp from this journey. We must surely see the end. What an Igbo man started, Igbo man must finish it. Let us dissect the comment sections and then we'll round up the show. Tochuku Samuel said, people are still waiting for the second coming of Christ, not knowing that Christ is already here with us, which is MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Alpha, do you agree with him? Let me repeat it. He said, people are still waiting for the second coming of Christ, not knowing that the Christ is already here with us, which is MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Let me see some people who reply to him. Maybe they agree with him, or maybe not. That is his own personal opinion. Festus Okparaka said, the greatest fools, that means you people don't know whom you follow, but follow Nnamdi Kanu demonically. Nnamdi Kanu, who insulted Jesus Christ, he called him a Greek god, Zeus, a wooden god. The Jews who murdered Jesus Christ and don't want him to return initiated him to bear the same cross with them. Incidentally, Nnamdi Kanu has initiated almost every Igbo into the condemnation. Okay? Then Mazi Ikechukwu said, "Oh, you day your head." Kinsili Chukwuka said, "I agree with you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that same Jesus Christ." Okay, I want to see something here. Somebody said something. Mazi Naji replied to him, said, "Your own stupidity is top notch." Okay, that is what he replied to him. Abi? Okay, let us continue, please. Utochukwu Prosper said, "I must tell my children about you. Your history is a mystery before us and before them." How far? Ezenwa Okabaram said, "Yes, so Biafra or nothing." He said. Okay, Emmanuel Nwogo said, he is always diplomatic in his words. Let go to the goalpost, and the people will decide which gods they want to serve, whether the gods of the Zoological Republic or the Biafra God. Abumchukwu said, "You said all that you are not the one to decide. The referendum is one man, one vote. That is the democratic system we want in our country, Biafra." Anyway, let me just end it here. I know that a lot of arguments will follow this video. Well, let us argue it out at the comment section of this video. Please subscribe, like, and share. And make sure your opinion must surely count at the comment section of this video. Please keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I, Okulora, will always be here to serve you. Kachineke mezi okwu.